industrial buying behavior. In our previous chapter itself, we discussed about what is the difference between personal buying behavior and industrial buying behavior. Am I right? Consumer goods and industrial goods we discussed. Am I right? Someone get up and tell me what is the major difference between consumer goods and industrial goods. That is the same thing we are going to discuss. When I am going to buy for myself, how my behavior would be, how my purchasing behavior would be. When I am going and buying for my organization, means how I will be, right? What are all the things I will be thinking of when buying for the industry, and what are all the things I will be looking for when I am buying for myself. There is a difference between industrial buying behavior and consumer buying behavior. When I am going and buying for the industry to manufacture some other products, means that will come under industrial products. Someone tell me the example for industrial products. Again, industrial products. Raw materials. Only raw materials. Machineries, very good. Even tools, right? Even tools, raw materials, fuel, everything will come under industrial products. Very good. It's a very common example that sugar is both industrial as well as consumer product. Am I right? Sugar, when you are buying sugar for consumer, for your personal usage, means that will come under consumer product. When I am buying sugar to manufacture chocolate, when I am buying sugar for industrial purpose, means that will come under industrial product, right? So what is the main difference between industrial buying behavior and consumer buying behavior? Individual buying behavior and industrial buying behavior. When I am going and buying for industry, is it my own decision to buy raw material for that particular industry? I am a production manager or I am a purchasing manager. Naane decide panni I can go and buy raw materials. How much ton I have to get, and where I have to purchase, whom I have to purchase, how much material I have to purchase, what is the pricing, is it affordable to get that products from that manufacturer? Is it my personal decision? Is it possible for the purchasing manager to decide about those things? No, right? Suppose if I am buying sugar for my personal consumption, means is it a group process or personal process? It's my own decision. I can take my own decision whether to purchase from that shop or not. How much I have to purchase, it is my own decision. But if I am buying the same sugar for industrial purpose, means I should do it in a group. It is a group process, right? Many people have to discuss. Supplier I have to select, I have to discuss with the finance department, I have to discuss with the production department, even with the laborers, the people who are operating that particular machinery, I have to discuss with them, right? So industrial buying behavior, first thing is purchasing is a group process, write it down. Purchasing is a group process. Here it is the individual or personal process. Purchasing is group process. Here it's a individual process or personal process. Second one is for personal buying behavior, consumer buying behavior, when I am buying a product, means I can use it. I am buying some chocolate to consume myself, right? It's for my personal consumption I am buying, right? So the user can go and buy that particular product for his personal consumption. But in industrial buying behavior, is it the user going and buying that raw material? that raw material? Who is going and buying that machinery? The machine operator is not going for the purchase of machinery, right? But here in personal buying behavior, the person, that user can go and buy that particular raw material or particular material for his personal consumption, right? So here user is not using the product, but it is the purchaser is only purchasing the product, right? User, not purchaser. Fine. Third one as I told you, it's a group consumption. It's a group consumption and group decision making. Next is in-depth analysis is needed in this industrial buying behavior. In-depth analysis is needed. Who will do this analysis means, that is the purchasing committee would be there. Those people are discussing about that raw material, they are discussing about the price, they are discussing about the quality, quantity, everything they discuss, and after doing the deep analysis only they are going and purchasing this, right? So in-depth analysis is needed for industrial buying behavior, but here it might be the emotional buying behavior. There is no in-depth analysis is needed here in individual buying behavior, right? Fourth one asks, have you understood? Fourth one is evaluation of alternatives is mandatory. Evaluation of alternatives is compulsory. Before buying the product, you have to evaluate all the alternatives available. But here, in consumer buying behavior, evaluation of alternatives is not much mandatory. If it is not available, you can go and purchase them. If for the emergency purpose or for the convenience goods you are going and buying means, or habitual buying behavior, there is no need to evaluate the alternatives here in personal consumption, right? But here in industrial buying behavior, evaluation of alternatives is compulsory. Before buying, you have to evaluate all the alternatives available, right? Which one is cheaper, which one is suitable, which one is quality-wise good. Everything you have to analyze in industrial buying behavior, but in personal buying behavior, for convenience goods and for habitual purchasing, and it's not mandatory. Evaluation of alternatives is not mandatory here, right? Next one is, next point is, it's rational buying decision. What do you mean by rational? Yeah, it's emotional buying decision. Yeah, what do you mean by rational? What do you mean by emotional? Yes? Reasonable. Rational means reasonable. If you are buying that particular raw material means, if anyone is questioning you means, you have to give the reason, right? So rational buying decision means it is only through reasons only you should be able to give reasons why you have selected that particular supplier instead of some other alternative. Why you selected that raw material instead of some other raw material, right? So industrial buying behavior is rational decision making, but personal buying behavior is emotional decision making. Sometimes through emotion also you can select that particular shop or particular product, right? There is no reason at all. Just I like that particular one, through impulse I am buying that particular shirt. By impulse I am going to that fast food restaurant, though it's not needed. But in industrial buying behavior, only if it is needed, you have to give reason behind every purchase, right? That is rational buying behavior. Next point is, buyer and seller relationship is long lasting here in industrial buying behavior. Buyer and பட் இங்க பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இன் பர்சனல் பையிங் பிஹேவியர் ஏதோ போறேன் அவங்க போய் ஒரு பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்றேன்னா அவரை நீ திருப்பி பார்க்கணும்ன்றது அவசியமே கிடையாது. You can have a good relationship with the purchaser or you can have a good relationship with the retailer. பட் அது கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும்ன்றது அவசியம் கிடையாது in consumer buying behavior. But here the supplier and the manufacturer or supplier and the purchaser, they should have a very good relationship. Only then it would be smooth, right? Next point is decision made after long negotiations. In industrial buying behavior, negotiation is compulsory. The purchase manager, they have to negotiate with the supplier. Negotiate பண்ணாம எந்த பர்ச்சேசிங்கும் நடக்காது in industrial buying behavior. They have to negotiate with the suppliers. But in personal buying behavior, if you are not having the habit of negotiation, means it's not compulsory. No one is going to question you. ஏன் நீ பேரம் பேசாம வாங்கிட்டதன்னு வீட்ல வேணா கேட்பாங்க. But it is not compulsory, right? So negotiation is not compulsory in individual buying behavior, but here in industrial buying behavior, it's compulsory. Next is in industrial buying behavior, price would be usually very high. If you are buying the machinery, it would be costly, right? Even the raw material when we are buying, we are going to buy in larger quantity. That would be high cost, high priced, right? So in industrial buying behavior, volume would be high and price and cost of buying is also high. Volume of purchasing is high, so cost is also high. But in individual buying behavior, volume of purchase would be less. Next is in industrial buying behavior, usually which channel of distribution they will be following? Lengthy channel follow பண்ணுவாங்க. Have you remembered the channel of distribution? 0 level, 1 level, 2 level. ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Industrial buying behavior which level they will be following? Retailer கிட்ட இருந்து வாங்குவாங்களா? Agent கிட்ட இருந்து வாங்குவாங்களா? Usually they will be buying directly from the supplier, right? So direct or 0 level distribution is there in industrial buying behavior. In personal buying behavior, they will be having the multiple channels. Here lengthy channel would be followed. Here direct channel would be followed. Lengthy, here direct channel. Next is in industrial buying behavior, the special characteristics of industrial buying behavior is derived demand. What do you mean with derived demand? Here direct demand. What do you mean by derived demand? Guys, can you tell me? Henry. No need to listen to the class, right? Just I am asking you what is derived demand. What do you mean by direct demand? Kavita. Next. Next. Mariel. What do you mean by here? Listen. Derived demand.
Another product in demand exceeds the product in demand. For example, chocolate demand, chocolate demand sugar demand. அப்படினா demand.
அதேதான், right? இப்போ டெக்ஸ்டைல் டிமாண்ட் ஜாஸ்தி இருந்ததுன்னா
காட்டன்
cotton, jute வந்து demand ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கும். That is derived demand. So industrial products எல்லாத்துடைய products உடைய demandமே it's a derived demand. If the consumer products demand is increasing means ultimately industrial product demand would be increasing, right? So industrial products எல்லாத்துடைய demand is depends upon the consumer products. If the demand of the consumer product is rising means industrial products demand is also rising, right? If the consumer products demand of textiles is rising means here jute cotton industries demand would be rising, right? Here chocolate and ice creams demand is rising means here milk and sugars demand would be rising, right? That would be derived demand. Have you understood? Don't talk in the class. Next one is promotion. What do you mean by promotion? எதெல்லாம் வரும் in promotion? Promotional mix எதெல்லாம் வரும்?
இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ்ல வந்து டைரக்ட் பர்சன்டேஜ்
Whereas here in consumer product promotion would be through advertisement. They will be promoting for soap, shampoo, powders, even medicines, everything through advertisements, right? Advertisements, offers, discounts கொடுத்து they are promoting the sale of the product. But in industrial products, have you seen any industrial products promotion in advertisements in TV or newspaper? No. Why? Because means it's a personal selling only they will be using for promoting that product. Promotional mixes through personal selling. Personal selling means through salesman. In industrial products, personal selling would be used for promoting the product. Here, mainly through advertisement. Right over. Then in industrial product usage would be complex. Sometimes even training needed to use that particular product. If I am buying the machinery means training needed to operate that particular machinery, right? But in personal consumer products, no much training is needed.
யூசர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி
But even if you are buying micro oven and all, training needed, right? It's like that. Installation is needed. But mostly it's not needed for consumer products. But for industrial products, even when you are buying the raw material, buying chemicals and all, training is needed how to use that particular raw material, right? So product is complex and training needed to use that particular product. But here in industrial buying behavior, training is not much mandatory. Fine? How many points you wrote? 12. Go through that difference between consumer buying behavior and industrial buying behavior. It's an important topic. Just go through it. Decision making process. Yesterday we discussed about consumers buying decision making process. Am I right? Go through that. Consumer buying decision making process. Anupurni explained. Go through it. You already explained it. Right? What are the stages involved in that consumer decision making process? First one is problem recognition. Same problem recognition in industrial buying behavior also. First, the organization has to recognize the problem. If the machinery is repaired means they have to recognize the need or problem they have to recognize. Only then they quote for they'll be giving quotation for buying a new machinery. Right? So the first step is problem recognition. The topic is industrial buying behavior process. Decision making process. Problem recognition. Then in consumer buying behavior, what is the second one?
Information.
Information search. Here, need description. After recognizing the problem, they have to describe the specification of the product. This type of product quotation or proposal. Getting quotations and proposal. Tender pedla edunalum okay, right? So getting quotation or proposal preparation. Next is supplier selection. After getting quotation, you will be selecting the right supplier. Supplier selection. Selecting the suppliers. Next is purchase. Contract. Okay. Very good. No tappu. Right? Purchase and contracting. Purchase and contracting. Terms and conditions. Mode of payment. எல்லாத்தையும் எழுதி செட்டிங். அதுதான் contracting. Finally, purchase and contract filing. Filing of contract. Last one is last என்ன மாறும்? In consumer buying behavior, after purchasing, what will be the last one? Post purchase behavior. Post purchase behavior, that is getting feedback and giving training, giving installation, after sales service, everything will come under post purchase buying behavior. Post purchase. Fine. So first on us, problem, you are recognizing the problem. Then product specifications has to be met. So this product specification they will be getting from the production department. After getting the product specifications, I am searching for the suppliers. Then getting quotations from the supplier. After getting quotations, I will be searching or selecting the supplier. After selecting the supplier, I will be giving a contract or purchasing. After purchasing, feedback or post-purchase behavior. Right? Installation, getting training from the supplier, that will be the last one. Fine? Understood? So there is a difference between consumer decision-making process and industrial decision-making process. Right? When you are getting a question paper, decision-making process to pass out, whether it